What's going on, investment maniacs? Your boy Knight Rider here. Now, I know I've been a little MIA, and I've been slightly MIA from the stock market as well. These past couple weeks have been very difficult for me, and as I've said in my last video, I've been having to do a lot of things that I've never done before in the stock market, like having significant short positions and making these macro decisions, and having cash and yada yada, and so it's been pretty hard for me because it's not like I'm just doing these for the first time, but I have a lot of money. I mean, like my entire net worth on the line when I'm making these decisions, because those of you who don't know, my stock portfolio, that's my entire net worth. I don't have anything else extra. So it's kind of like if I make some bad decisions and I lose some money, that's my entire net worth going up or down, and it's emotionally stressful. And so anyway, these past 2 weeks, I have ultimately seen good results, even though it has been stressful, and I've been working a lot of hours trying to make the best decisions that I can make. And it's also kind of funny because, I mean, you're putting in a lot of hours doing a lot of research trying to make these good decisions, but at the end of the day, everything is like, okay, it's a couple trades at the end of the day, and that's it. It's 2 minutes of clicking, but it's a lot of hours to try to make those hopefully good decisions. But in the past 2 weeks, the S&P 500 has dropped about 10%. The portfolio that I had immediately before I started making changes due to the coronavirus, that portfolio would have dropped 14% in these past 2 weeks, and that would have represented a $43,000 loss. Fortunately, with the alterations that I have continuously made over the past 2 weeks, my portfolio actually ended up $4,000, or about 1%. So the net difference between being down 14% and 43,000 versus up 1% and up 4,000 is I actually somehow managed to make a little bit of money in this coronavirus fiasco and have a net difference of about $47,000. I'll tell you, it doesn't feel like I've made $47,000, and I haven't. I've only made $4, and I've mostly just bypassed a significant down draw, but it's been very taxing, and I feel that my mental health wasn't really where I wanted it to be. So for my own mental health, I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from the stock market and get out into nature and do some hiking. That's really what I felt I needed. I'm like, I need to get out. There's no hiking in Florida. If you've been to Florida, there's no hiking in Florida. There's no mountains. And I'm like, I need to go somewhere where there's mountains and I can do some hiking. So I'm in the Great Smoky Mountains, first time ever, having fun, doing some hiking, and that's really helping kind of just being in nature, and that's helping my mental health and de-stress and whatnot. So anyway, a couple quick updates. At the end of Friday, I closed all the existing short positions that I had, with the exception of Six Flags, and I replaced them with, because remember, I was shorting mostly high quality companies that I just thought were going to be negatively impacted by the coronavirus. So this was like Wynn and Marriott, the cruise lines, the airliners. Most of these in general are high quality companies that are just having negative short-term things happen to them. And after those 2 weeks, I was like, okay, I don't feel as comfortable maintaining short positions in these high quality companies. So I got out of those and I got into short positions, same kind of total short position in my portfolio, like $90,000 to $100,000. But I wanted to be in lower quality companies that I would feel more comfortable having a short position in the long term. So I now have a short position. These are all roughly equal weighted. Groupon, GNC, Express, BlackBerry, Six Flags. I maintain my short position there because they've been doing poorly the past couple of years. Arlo, MoneyGram, Barnes & Noble Education, and I would have stayed in Macy's short, except I had to cover that for a dividend purpose. And then also with my long positions, so that was on Friday, I think the end of Friday, I got rid of those, I changed all the short positions. And then on Monday, at the end of Monday, I got rid of most of my long exposure. I got rid of the Trade Desk, Roku, Nvidia, my favorite stock, as you guys know, InMode, my second favorite stock, PNG, or Progeny, and I also sold off Shopify. The only two stocks that I kept long was Teladoc and Zoom, as I did still want to have some long exposure. I didn't want to be crazy short just because I'm not comfortable with that. And if any two stocks I felt were going to be helped in this current environment, long, it would probably be Teladoc and Zoom. And then I slightly increased my gold exposure from 30K to 40K. So anyway, that's where I am currently. And for the next couple days, I'm just going to be hanging out in the Great Smoky Mountains doing my my hiking and stuff. Come check out this cool little view we have. It's a much different view than you get in Orlando, where I live. There's like mountains and like, well, they're kind of dead trees. And, you know, we got this river and stuff. You can go a little bit quicker now. So I'm very happy to be in this new place, and I love the water. I absolutely love running water. There's not a lot of running water in Orlando, so I'm just having a great time, and I hope you guys have a good time. Good luck in the stock market. I hope it's going well for you. Peace!